Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Chad. On this wonderful Monday, 95 degrees. It feels good in the shade here in my outside office here. Please hold all my calls. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I've been doing some yard work, landscaping sort of thing. It's a great day. It's a great day. Tell you about those who did not have a great day. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe's malicious / incompetent regime. Yes, and least we forget, 13 servicemen and women died in Abbey Gate, along with 2 other poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs. Things that don't grow back. A lot of them were service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. But there was hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing... Oh, I just messed that up big time, didn't I? But there was hope. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. I gotta be careful nose picking to get me. Yeah. So yeah, there's hope. There's hope. Meanwhile, at least we forget 700, 800 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. Held there as political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, torture, solitary confinement conditions. Law for someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. And yes, definitely deploy more knife hands. Yes. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, representatives, and former judge and former president getting into the fray. Yes. Every morning they make a phone call to their loved ones while in prison, and they sing at the top of their lungs the national anthem. It's amazing. It's an amazing video. Meanwhile, you remember where Potato says, "Oh, I'm going to stop all this immigration thing. Yeah, I was just going to stop it. Stop coming in. Stop coming in. Yeah. Of course, he's getting ready to get. He's trying to get those electorals again, right? So, trying to go on that campaign, right? Well, comes to find out that he's trying to make all of them legal that are here. He calls them dreamers, and make them naturalized citizens so they can fucking vote, right? Yeah, and get all the other things and perks and stuff. So that's going on right now. Something else that caught my attention. Who knows? Who cares? I mean, it's all just bullshit and conjecture and lies and suggestions anyway. But yeah, I mean. Like we're just gonna, and my biggest fear is that they'll just let it happen. Oh, okay, yeah. If that happens, that means that they will continue to be the tyrannical regime. Continue, even though we've tried everything. See, they're going for the Hail Marys. They're going for the Hail Marys now, and nobody's saying anything about it. It's crazy. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, here in local news, Cleveland, they did some more wilding out, where they take over an intersection, do donuts, and large groups of people just hanging out, just woo, doing things, breaking glass, mostly young people, right? Breaking things at 2:30 in the morning on Broadway, which I know where it is. It's over there somewhere. 2:30 in the morning, a large group of people, large crowd of people just stopped a bus. Just start climbing all over it, beating it, whatever. Nobody was hurt, and the bus, of course, stopped. And called the police, and that's when the crowd dispersed. Just young kids, whatever, all kinds of crazy shit. Also in somewhat local news in Akron, the mayor there has suspended all Juneteenth events. But citing concerns of violence. So Akron's already been getting kind of violent. Well, they are violent. Cleveland as well, right? So I'm just waiting for another drive-by over here somewhere near work, like they did, a year ago? Yeah, a couple years ago. So yeah, we're waiting on that. I mean, it's just crazy out here. And it all comes from, you guessed it, defunding the police. Yes, and more reform, police reform. And Cleveland had a very robust, professional, very adequate police force. So it was one of the finest in the land. If you went to a Cleveland Police Academy, you were highly trained and sought after. Much so that the surrounding townships and suburbs would say, hey, Cleveland's only going to give you 60, we'll give you 80 a year. Come on over, and it's less crime. Like, really? Yeah, come on over. So the attrition rate was there anyway, but the Cleveland police were always just on time, whatever. Yeah, they had some heavy-handed issues they had to deal with, but that's with any police department. But since this, what's his name? Mayor Bibb? Yeah, Mayor Bibb. He wears a bib. He eats a lot of lobster, right? The first thing he did, and yes, he has a Soros plant. The first thing he did was create a police gun violence panel, a panel review, so that any kind of police-related shooting went to this review board, which was made up, handpicked by him, and so they did that, and just everything just went downhill from there. They took money from the police department, and so much so that one grizzled old police vet literally makes more than the mayor because he works constant overtime. Yeah, I think it's like 120 a year he makes, 120,000 a year that he makes just in overtime. And come on, I mean, just they stopped hiring, and now they said, we're going to start hiring people that are over the age of 50 and all this, and really, okay. I mean, I'm 50. I could probably do it, but I'm not. No, hell no. And the general consensus is that as a police officer, they're all afraid. They're so afraid to do anything. I mean, and things happen. They don't even do police chases anymore because of public safety, right? See, safety, security. It's that once again, taking away, making things worse by saying that your security is more important than your freedom and security, right? Safety, security, freedom, security, right? It's freedom. Freedom is freedom, and it can be dangerous, but so can security. Security is a lot more dangerous, right? Some guy with a gun telling me I can't do anything. In this case, some guy with a gun telling me I can and cannot do something is the criminals, because there's no police anywhere. which leads to people taking matters into their own hands, vigilantes, and then of course they come down on those, and that will not be tolerated. We've got to think about the safety, right? The security, really. I mean, when you've got kids that are just kids and young people and whatever, and I say that whatever because hey, tis the season, tis the month, right? And they're just doing whatever the fuck they want, and they've been, I wouldn't say, not only have they been brainwashed, indoctrinated, but they've just been dumbed down, and getting them ready for the urban apocalypse. So you see this in this whole Wildin' Out episodes that we see, acting up, acting out, and it's amazing. It's truly amazing the road we're taking here. But there was some other things I was thinking about. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a supernova between now and a week. Look to the Corona Borealis. It's like a upside down C in the sky. There's going to be a supernova that's going to be somewhat visible by the naked eye. It'd be a lot better if you could see it with a telescope. So check that out. There's that. And so here's something that I found interesting. There's a company called DJI. DJI. It's a Chinese company that makes drones. They're relatively inexpensive. They're widely used. They've been widely used in the Ukraine-Belarus conflict extensively, and and of course by military, our military, a lot of military, and police departments all over the world here as well. DG, there is a ban on this Chinese-made. It's passed the House and the Senate and all that, and it's going to go down. They're going to ban DG Chinese DG drones. Yes, DG. I think that's how you pronounce it. G. Maybe it's DG. I don't know. All is one word. DG. I don't know. But I'm American, so I go DG. Right? I don't know. But yeah, and they're citing security concerns. It's called the CCP DG drone ban. It's against, and of course, they cite that it is a security risk, right, to national security, right. It's also a economic sanction against the CCP. Chinese Communist Party, right? So that's going through. It appears that it's going to pass unanimously across the board. Coming from the House, going into the Senate, and yeah, interesting indeed. That's good news for American-made drones. I mean, which are better made, but. It doesn't matter, right? A drone. That's the whole thing about the whole Chinese economy is they just make stuff that works for a little bit and it's cheap. And if it breaks, then you just go buy another one because it's super cheap. Gotta love that. I can't think of anything else. Pressing matters, if you will. I hear pray tell that Potato threatened a TikToker, a famous TikTok, a well-known TikToker, after he questioned the Potato, and the Potato threatened to grab his phone and throw it. Wow! And he was about to do it, and then his handlers came through and was like, "Nah, let's go, Potato, come on, time for your sedative." The man is completely becoming unhinged, absolutely unhinged, and the world is seeing this. So, yeah. Sorry about Sunday Reflections. I didn't do it. I passed the hell out. Good night, and good thing I did because 4:30 comes early in the morning. So, yeah. Hey, whatever. Yeah. So. All you fathers out there, I hope you had a great Father's Day. Fathers make the world go round. Fathers build a nation. Fathers maintain the nation, build the nation, and then they sire children that go forth and become fathers, mothers, and spread moral decency and ethics and build things. So shout out to you fathers. Hope you had a good Father's Day. So I got nothing else to say, really, except for go Team Linda. Go Team Linda. Fuck cancer. She's kicking ass, taking names, getting stronger by the day. Go Team Joe Morgan. Go Team Joe. Go check out Joe Morgan's channel. Give him some love and support. This has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.